Three of Cups is at the bottom. Let's tap on in. Nine of Wands. Someone's being incriminated or that they feel incriminated. Seven of Cups. They're confused about maybe which angle to take with you. Okay, someone feels blocked out from your energy, and possibly they know why. I feel as though they're blocked out from your energy. They know why they can't come towards you. They're confused about how to approach you, what action to take, what can they do to spark you. Okay, someone's trying to figure out how to spark you. The Ten of Wands, the Lovers, they could be blocked from connecting to you intimately. Okay, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Five of Wands. You don't pour into them romantically, okay? Because the space could be chaotic. Maybe their emotional body is imbalanced. Okay, Ace of Cups reversed, Five of Wands, the Seven of Cups with the Nine of Wands. They're feeling, again, they're very defensive. They feel as though they've incriminated themselves. The Six of Swords, they're hoping to move on to calmer waters. They're hoping that it can be water under the bridge, that they can maybe soften you up emotionally with sweet talk or flirting, or okay, in order to maintain or get back or achieve some sort of peace within a home, happiness within a home, because right now they don't have it. Right now, something within someone's home is emotionally fucked. Okay, it's emotionally fucked. And because of that, it sours the entire connection. The Devil fell on top of the King of Cups. So this person wants to emotionally manipulate you because they don't want to lose what they believe that they have with you. Whether this person has something with you or not, they're wanting to take measures in order to remove whatever the problems are within the connection they have with you or that they don't have with you. But this feels as though someone's blocked from your energy. And again, your romantic energy, because they're a manipulator. This is a narcissist. Okay, this could be a spiritual narc. The Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands. They want to tell you sweet nothings to make you forget about whatever happened. This person could have done something. This person could have done something to you or with another person that affected you. Okay, we have the Four of Cups, and now they're waiting. Waiting on what? They're waiting on an investment to come through with you. But okay, this person is waiting for you to lower your standards. This person is waiting on you to be an ass for them, be stupid for them, give to them in the spaces where they know that they don't deserve your time, energy, or love. They know that they don't deserve it from you. That's why they have to do things to manipulate their energy, to manipulate the scene in order to even. It's almost as though if you argue with this person, that'll give them a level of satisfaction because at least that means you are giving emotion to them. And so for them, that's still some sort of attention rather than them having absolutely nothing from you. And if they can keep you in that energy in order to keep you, then they're okay with that. It's about you walking away completely from this person, is what their true fear is they fear you leaving. This person fears you leaving, but they have bad habits that they do, okay, that go against whatever the connection is with you. They continue to do those bad habits even though that they have a fear of losing you, because again, they come back in to emotionally manipulate you in order to maintain a connection with you. This person loves you. I'm saying a lot of shit right now about their character, and the fact still remains that they love you. And the fact still remains that there's a lot of shit about their character. There's nothing that you can really do about that, because that's the choices that they continue to make in their life. But what you can do is what you can do with your own life and your own choices. So what's happening? We have Ace of Pentacles. So someone's receiving some sort of help or some sort of enlightenment, the Chariot and the Judgment. You've received this information so that you could be able to make a sound judgment for yourself in your own life. You're not judging this person for what they do. That's them and that's what they do. What are you going to do? What course are you now going to set for yourself? Because this is not a healthy space. This is not a healthy connection. This is not a soulmate. This is not your divine partner. Okay. So now that you're fully aware, you have full awareness of this. Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands. This person was a thief of joy. The Justice. You've set yourself free. Two of Swords. This person is blocked from your energy. The Death. They ended a very prominent relationship in their life. They made a bad judgment call on themselves. This person chose wrong, plain and simple. Whether or not you have free will to make decisions, there is a reality of choosing right and wrong for yourself. Okay, this person chose wrong for themselves knowingly. All right, it's not a situation where they were tricked or bamboozled, hoodwinked, or any of this. They went into a contract knowingly that they were doing, that they were not using their better judgment for themselves, but that they were, quote unquote, maybe living in the moment. And, you know, again, we have free will. So sometimes we feel as though that means we can do literally whatever we want to do, because that is the truth, right? But what is it that you're choosing in those moments? Well, hey, that's up to the individual. That's not your business. Your business here is knowing that this is what the situation was within your reality, and that you now have the resources in order to build from that space. What else? That was a reveal for you. The Three of Wands. God brought this information in for you again so that you could start to make stable decisions in your life. The Hangman, the Star. Well, I can say that they got what they were looking for. The Wheel of Fortune. So everyone should be happy now. Although this person isn't happy now because they know that this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Eight of Swords. They have officially lost you. And as time goes on, as the days and the months and maybe the year goes by, as this year continues to go on, this year in particular, okay, because I feel as though I'm speaking of something in current timing. As this year goes on, they're going to realize the folly of their ways. This person is going to end up being in regret of certain decisions that they made, but it's a learning lesson for them. We've all been in those spaces, and that's okay. Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. Someone could have been maybe dishonest in order to receive something. A Queen of Swords. The Hermit. But it's becoming undone. Something's coming undone. Someone tried to create a false connection, a false tie, a false bond with someone, and it's coming undone. We have the Three of Cups. This could be someone that likes crowds. Ace of Swords, okay? They were doing something for the attention. They were doing something to appear maybe on a level that they're not. It's coming undone. Three of Swords. Someone's in their feelings now, in their feelings, in their head. They're in their feelings, or they're in their head about what they did, or this could be fear of, someone's in fear of the future. Page of Wands. The Two of Cups. Maybe when it comes to relationships in their life, or maybe when it comes to the relationship with you, they're in fear of the future of the relationship. They don't know what it's going to turn out to be. And they may have felt as though they always knew, and now they feel blind to whatever's happening with you. Okay, so you must have moved away from this person or disconnected in a way, and certain things they're not able to connect to with you anymore, even if you still have a line of communication with them. But they're feeling the change. They're feeling the cutback of the energy. They're feeling the withdrawal of you. Okay. The Knight of Wands. The Empress in the reverse. Maybe someone wanted to have a family. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. The Emperor. This feels as though this is some sort of false offer. This person may do or say things, or they're hoping to still have the opportunity to do this, but they don't. The Ten of Cups. You've moved on to a situation. You're going to be connected, or yeah, whoever I'm speaking to within this space where you had someone that betrayed you in your reality and it was your last straw, you're going to be connected to a space of a stable offer, okay? And whoever this is that's trying to turn you into something that you're not, they're not going to be happy, because there'll possibly be glimpses, okay? Literal glimpses of whatever this life is for you that they know that you have, and that they're not them. All because of choices that they made. This is someone, they'll do things to hurt you. They'll do things that not necessarily to hurt you, not because they're trying to hurt you, but they'll do things that they know has the potential of hurting you, and then just say sorry. Ace of Wands. What's the Ace of Wands? This is some sort of heavy attraction. The Eight of Cups, but it's not reciprocated. Someone has a heavy attraction for you, but it's not reciprocated energy. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They kind of bullshit their work, okay? They're not dedicated. This person is not dedicated to their work, or whatever it is that they work on, whatever it is that they do, that they build, that they this, that they that. They're not dedicated to it. They get distracted, maybe because of other frivolous things in their life that don't add real substance. They're not, this person is not truly focused on enhancing the productivity in their life, enhancing the money in their life. It's very touch and go. It's very, when I get it, I get it. When I spend it, I spend it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. Um, okay. This person is a chump. They got chump change, chump money, chump energy. They don't value. They, I don't know, something about just being cool. Okay, they're a cool guy, a cool girl. That's what they value more than anything else, more than their stability, sustainability. Okay, they value being seen as the cool person. Okay, you know how some people want to be the class clown, some people want to be the nerd. This person, they want to be the cool guy. A King of Pentacles, they don't need to actually be the King of Pentacles. They just want to be seen as the King of Pentacles. Read me as the King of Pentacles, even if I'm not. That's this person. Because that's what they want to be. Even if they're not this, call them this, because that's what they want to be. Even though they're not doing the things that they need to do in order to truly be that, do it anyway. That's that person. As you move on, this person is still going to be thinking that you're theirs, or that they still, I don't know, because you see, I said they're going through all of this in their mind. They know that they've lost you. They know that it was the last straw. This person knows that they fucked up, okay? But because they're so used to you being a certain way with them, they're stuck within maybe that programming in their mind, and time is going to have to wear this person out. Honestly, time is going to wear this person out. Well, okay. Six of Pentacles, a bargain. What's the bargain? Or a favor. Someone wants a favor, but they're not going to get it. Seven of Wands, the Hierophant. God doesn't even, wow. God does not trust this person, okay? You don't have trust for this person. You cannot trust this person. The Temperance. Use your sense. The Tower in the reverse. Peace is going to be restored into your life. Whatever this was trying to disrupt your peace, okay? That attempt to disrupt your peace was still a disruption to the peace nonetheless. There's going to be a restoration, okay? Five of Pentacles, but someone's going to have to deal with whatever this Five of Pentacles energy is, because this is an energy that was created from this. Okay, this Five of Pentacles is a result of whatever the energy was that was created for the negativity. So what's the Five of Pentacles? Or I should say, what's going to happen with the Five of Pentacles? The Ten of Pentacles. The World. Well, this is good energy here. So the Five of Pentacles, I guess, is going to be lived out in whatever the space that it was created, okay? Certain things you're not going to be tapped into because it's not the energy that's for you, all right? You got the Ten of Pentacles and the World that came out. So again, I said that's going to be restoration. That's your focus. We have Page of Cups sideways. They want to tell you that they're sorry. I don't know if they're going to tell you that they are, but they want to. Sorry for what? You get what I'm saying? Sometimes people want to tell you that they're sorry for doing something to you, and they didn't do anything to you. Even if you're hurt by what they did, the action that they took in their life, okay? Because, mentally it doesn't make you feel good, emotionally it doesn't make you feel good, maybe even spiritually it might rock you a bit. But did they do it to you? You weren't even there. You didn't have anything to do with the activity that was going on. If you were even on this person's mind, it was you being on their mind in a form of self-guilt, to where they knew they were doing something they shouldn't have been doing, but their own falling into temptation, their own weakness, right, put them there. So they do it to themselves, and they do it to whoever that they're doing something with. They're not doing it to you, though you are indirectly affected. Whether you choose not to care, whether you get hurt, or whether you laugh about it, it's still an effect, right? It's still an awareness and knowledge of it. So it does show you more of who certain persons are in your life. Yes. When they become more aware of this, it makes them feel a way, okay? They start to get into these Five of Pentacles energy because it is a reflection of themselves. And now they have become exposing of themselves and the persons that they're truly attracted to, that they take for granted, they're beginning to lose. That's a part of life. It's not like someone is being taken away from you. You're losing these persons because of your own choices. Ain't no one did nothing to you. We have the strength. When you know better, do better. If you choose not to do better, then that's still your choice. I'm not fighting no one over their choices. I'm not. The Moon. This is a hidden strength. Okay? You have powers that are unseen. You have strengths that are unseen, but they're felt. We're going to do this whole deck. All right? We got the Nine of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. This person is pitying themselves. This person is in the energy of woe is me. They could be in bed. They don't want to get out of bed. They could be hungry, right? Or they don't really want to eat. Or I guess they're not hungry, so they're losing their appetite. They're miserable. The Five of Pentacles energy, I was asking, well, what is this Five of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, Four of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups, whatever. You see, this is what I'm saying. These persons are doing whatever they're doing in their life to themselves and not to someone else. Yes, you could be hurt by the effects of someone, but think about the initial effects of it, right? They're in this moment of Nine of Cups thinking that this is so great, then boom. I mean, not even a second after. You can't even completely finish what you're doing before the regret and the guilt starts to settle in, because what's happening in the moment, it doesn't even match the energy of what you really wanted, what you were really looking for, what you were really hoping to feel. Y'all be out here lying to each other about satisfaction and losing out on the spaces that brings you true happiness and satisfaction. This is the dumbest shit. This is a lack of appreciation. This is someone who is not grateful for the things that they have, okay? And so they lose them. This person lost trust with someone. This moment here unlocked a new door. right before whatever this was that occurred, right before this incident, there was still a level of trust with connection. This set the catalyst for breaking that trust. There is no trust in this space anymore, which means that the space is dying. The Fool, the Five of Swords, the Six of Cups. This is how long, and the Magician underneath that. This is how long-standing connections fall apart. Comfortability over time causing negligence and a disregard of respect and honor within connections and spaces, and then you lose them. And you think you'll get them back, right? Because you feel as though, well, it's been so long. I did it before. What's the problem now? The problem now is the same problem it always has been, but the solution now has changed. You need to be asking, what's the solution? Not what's the fucking problem? Last couple of cards. King of Wands. The Sun. A Leo masculine. Or someone could be, they're angry. They're angry that they don't, maybe someone wanted a family. See, this is so bizarre. These persons have so many goals, desires, and wants that they're not even working towards, and then they do stupid shit, and then they get upset about all of the goals, fantasies, and visions that they had collected in their mind, but they did nothing with. So then they get angry at who? They start to get angry with the persons that they feel as though caused them or were a part of them losing out on what they really wanted in their life. But at the same time, they welcomed it in, they called it in, they accepted it, they went through with it. Spiritual suicide. You gotta be crazy. Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles. You are moving on to calmer waters. You're working well in connections that are aligned to you. That's what your focus is, okay? And whatever has happened within the reality of this person, well, you know, Godspeed, right? Because what the fuck? So now instead of closing this all the way out, I'm just going to clear this and we will go again. All right, we're going to go one more time within the same reading and see what messages come out. All right. Well, damn, can I clear, please, bitch? Y'all got too much to say. All right. Top of the morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. I hope you got an extra grand in your pocket this week, okay? Just because you're here in this live. $1,000. on top of whatever you were going to already receive. The Lovers. This could be a healthy connection. The the World, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. Someone's feeling defensive about you being able to be in a healthy relationship, or someone is feeling wounded by, okay, they're they're feeling a bit wounded about the fact that you have clearance for a healthy relationship with strength, because they know that if someone falls in love with you, and no, they know that if you fall in love with someone, their goose is cooked. Okay, so they're pretty much, this person is afraid of someone being able to spark your interest, maybe because of your loyalty. They know that they lost you. Okay, so how long are you gonna harp over this? Someone could be dragging something out. Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords could be dragging something out because they feel as though, what? Seven of Swords. They don't want you to move on. They don't want you to be happy with someone else, because then they feel as though they have lost you for life. Five of Cups. Okay, this is making this person sad. The loss of you. Or they're in their head about it. They're trying not to think about it. Or they're trying to just let the situation dissolve and go away because they know that there's nothing that they can do about it at this point. Two of Wands. They don't have any access in. They block themselves out. And then they turn around and they feel sorrowful for themselves. I don't fucking think so. The Empress, the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. Oh, you know what it is? This could have been a relationship and you went through a breakup with someone, and the person that you went through a breakup with is concerned about you being happy with someone else and having a family with someone else. That's really what it is. They're concerned about you having a family with someone else. If this is someone that you already have kids with, they know that, okay, if this person moves on and they get with someone else, there's a chance that they could have kids with that person, and then their kids are going to be related to my kids that I have with this person, right? And they're trying to avoid that from happening, or they don't. I'm saying they're trying to avoid it from happening. Not sure how that's going to go, but that's what they don't want to happen. They don't want you to create a family with someone else because they already have a family with you. At the same time, they don't want you to create a family with someone else because they know that that keeps that new person becomes a permanent person in your life. And they don't want you to have to be, they don't want you to be with someone else for real. It's almost as though if you would have stepped out on this person just to fuck around and have fun, right, with someone, and then you came right back home to them, even if you had strife within the home, okay, cool, we can get past that because they're probably out here doing that bullshit anyway. But you actually leaving and taking another person seriously to the point where you have a child for them, that's fucking this person up. That's crushing their world right now. Because the reality of that is the most possible one of existence at this time. They know that, and so does this person. So the awareness of the possibility for that union is very dominant right now. Ten of Cups and a hidden Nine of Swords. Literally worried and stressed about your destiny, which they wanted to be a part of, but they made choices to not be a part of, just to stress about being a part of it. See, Ten of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. This is not a stable offer. Whatever this person, if this person is going to try to come in and have things to say to you, it's not a stable offer. They're coming in wounded, okay? They're speaking from a space of fear. And the fear is about the good things that are available to you in your life, and you actually receiving them and you going out and getting them. They fear the loyalty that you have shown them will now be transmuted for someone else. That's their greatest fear. Losing your love. Yet I don't know, but this feels as though this is someone that played with it. They played with your love. They played with your loyalty. Treated you optional. Someone treated you optionally. Justice. Until they, they always say you don't miss the well until the well runs dry. And I think that that's bullshit, right? We got the justice that came out. Whatever is happening in your life, because maybe you are receiving these blessings at this time, this Ten of Pentacles, you could be connecting to someone and having a family. Maybe you don't even have kids with this person, and now you have the possibility of having kids with another person, which is an even worse fear, because it's like, damn, I lost you. We didn't even have no kids together, baby. And now you could go get pregnant for somebody else, or you could go give a baby to somebody else. And I'm completely out of your life because now your child is of the utmost importance to you, along with the person that you had a child with. You just created a whole family. You got what I'm saying? That's what's now on the table. They move themselves off of the table. And now that they're off the table and they're on the floor, right? They want to know, well, what the fuck? Now they want back on the table. Five of Wands. What's the Five of Wands? Open your mouth, talk. See, now they're hiding some sort of conflict. They don't want you to know how upset they really feel about whatever has happened. Something has happened and they're upset. This person is upset. They only could be upset with themselves, and they don't have anything to offer you now. The Hangman, the Six of Pentacles. I almost want to say this person sold their soul. The Three of Swords. This person sold their fucking soul. And now they coming around you, probably looking for a handout of money, Please. Six of Wands. The Tower. No. This is tragedy. This is trauma. Someone wants you to now trauma bond with them. Someone wants you to feel sorry for them. Someone feels sorry and wants you to feel sorry for them because they feel sorry. And whatever they did, they wasn't sorry in the moment. No, the fuck they wasn't, baby. They was quite happy until they realized that they wasn't. They were happy till they realized they weren't happy. They were happy as they headed into the moment of whatever the situation is. And when they got into the situation, they still were happy. But during it, they realized, wait a second, what's going on here? This don't feel right. This don't smell right. This don't look right. This might not even taste right, baby. Ugh. Now they in regret. They in regret of something. Something they in regret of. And you know what? This goes beyond them just being in regret of losing you because of whatever happened. They're in regret of whatever happened because of whatever happened. You understand? Ten of Pentacles sideways. Ugh. A Queen of Cups. What's this? Someone's looking for something in a home. Someone's trying to find something. Okay. The Fool. She's trying to find evidence. The Death. On why something ended. Why something bad occurred. Okay. Maybe something bad occurred in someone's reality, and she's trying to find out why. Or she's trying to get to the bottom of it. Okay. The Hermit. She's uncloaking something. Someone's uncloaking a mystery. The Ace of Swords. That's the truth. You're receiving divine communication. There's something that you've been to know, okay? You're about to find out. The Ace of Wands. This Feminine. There's someone, Ace of Wands with the Sun. Is the Death connected to this energy? If the Death is connected to this energy, there's someone that you need to stay away from. Three of Cups, because they got too much going on. And Queen of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. Someone, you need to stay away from someone. You either need to stay away from a Queen of Wands or a Queen of Cups. Don't trust them. The Star and the Emperor. They're trying to create a scene. The King of Swords. Who's the King of Swords? This could be a good guy. The King of Swords could be a good person. You might not be able to trust the Queen of Wands. You might not be able to trust the Queen of Cups. You could possibly trust the King of Swords and the Emperor. Ace of Cups. Six of Swords. Someone's changing their mind emotionally about someone. This could be the parents. Okay, I said there's a couple, they could have kids. This could be parents of the persons that have the kids. Okay, so these are the grandparents. This could be a new masculine, this King of Swords. This could be a past feminine, this Queen of Swords. This could be a past feminine, this Queen of Cups. Now, the masculine that was going through all of this, it was a King of Pentacles that's under here somewhere. They could have been connected to both the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, okay? But they're also connected to miscellaneous other feminines, all right? But there's something going on within that realm. that you need to keep yourself away from. On top of that, there are children involved here. Okay, we got the Page of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. The grandparents may have these kids, or again, one of these kids could be from a new relationship. One of these children, this one could be already, one is already here, right? That's how the narrative is coming in. So this could be an actual child that they're taking care of as this couple goes through whatever the fuck they're going through. This child could be spending more time with their grandparents. And then this child, who is the possibility of being birthed into this world, I don't really know what's going to be happening there. That is about the health of the new relationship, okay? That would be entering into your life. But as far as what's happening now, grandparents seem to be having custody. So maybe this could be not as clean, cut, and simple as I might be delivering it. It could be much messier, especially how the cards have been coming out recently. But it's a lot going on. Double crossing as well. A lot of double crossing energy. Makes you wonder, who can you trust? Anything else? That might be finally it, y'all. I'm gonna try it 2 more times. All right, we got the Five of Swords. Someone, they're feeling a bit defeated. They wanted to be able to work with you, but they can't. Whatever they did, they were working with others. This person wanted to work with you. They weren't able to work with you, so they had to work with others. And because they didn't want to really work with others, they hurt them. They did things that hurt them. Because they didn't want to work with them. The Hierophant. The Seven of Pentacles. This could be someone that's out of a job. They're looking for a job. They're looking for employment. They could have gotten employed on a job, but then when they got there, they didn't take their job seriously because they didn't really want the job. They just wanted the money. And so now they lost their job and they're seeking employment. We have the Knight of Swords. So what's the Knight of Swords? Two of Swords. They may have a difficult time trying to get hired. Okay, this could be a no. So they applied somewhere and they were told no. Or maybe they didn't even get a response back from the institution. Seven of Cups. What's the Seven of Cups? Because now they're like, oh my God, I need money. What do I do? What do I do? Who do I turn to? Who does this person turn to? Ace. I say ace. Knight of Wands. What are they turning to? Okay, maybe this is something that's attracting them. Let's say that's something that's attracting them. What's this? What's the Knight of Wands? They need money. Desperate times, desperate measures. King of Pentacles. I thought the King of Pentacles was already on the table. So that was in the first hand that we dealt. So what is this? We have Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles. They're emotionally confused about someone that they're attracted to. Okay, a King of Pentacles is emotionally conflicted about someone that they're attracted to. Why? Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, King of Wands. Maybe because it's another masculine. A King of Pentacles could be attracted to a King of Wands. Okay. They're emotionally conflicted about this. They could be attracted because they need the work. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's sexually. It could be sexually, or it could be that this is someone that they're wanting to work for. Okay. Like I said, this person needs money. Okay, they're needing a job. So they could be attracted to whatever business that the King of Wands has. All right, that could be what it is. Now, I don't know what the job is because, again, this still is the Knight of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is someone that they could go get a job. Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. There's something untrustworthy about this space right here. I don't know what's the connection between these two. They don't actually seem to be husband and wife. Maybe it's a toxic connection. The King of Cups. So now all sorts of people are coming out. These could be employees. Four of Wands to Temperance. These could be employees working together, and there's different levels of relationships that are building between them. The Judgment and the Nine of Cups. I think this is a satisfactory space. Okay? I feel as though the reading is coming to an end. This is like the last drips that come out of the faucet. Okay? Or like you were wringing a towel dry, and this is the last drips that are coming out of the rag. Okay? Four of Cups, Eight of Wands, Two of Cups. Something is coming in for someone. Some sort of peaceful, happy union. Okay? Or, yeah, this could be an extravagant date. Five of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Chariot, and the Devil. Wait a minute. These are the last cards that we got. So this is how it's ending here. What is this energy? Someone made a bad decision. They're having to start over from a much lower space than they were in. So they could have lost a lot and they're having to start over. But it's because of a bad move that they made. They consciously made a decision which put them maybe in the negative, and they're having to work their way back out of that. Okay. And why is this the last card? Is this purgatory? Someone could be in purgatory, okay? Whatever they chose to do in their life, it has put them in a position of purgatory. And so they're having to revise some things, maybe some concepts or choices, or I don't know, something's going on in someone's life where they are truly having to face karmic retribution or something like that for the energies that they, again, they intentionally and they consciously put out there. They made themselves a whole plate of karma, and they're having to consume that plate of karma. Okay, that's how this is coming in. So I hope that this was useful for you all. I will speak to you in the next one. All right, bye.